My name is John Mancini, and I'm the founder of the Lamb Foundation for Research and Religious Studies. It's a nonprofit organization. In 1998, I made my first visit to Israel. When I visited Jerusalem, I had the opportunity to visit the Jewish quarter, and I visited a place known as the Burnt House. I was moved by the archaeological find. In 1970, when Nahum Avigad was excavating the Jewish quarter, they ran across the skeletal remains of a young woman. Those skeletal remains consisted of the forearm and the hand of a young woman, and the fingers still attached. And it was vivid and exact proof of the destruction of the city of Jerusalem, the temple, in 70 AD by the Romans. After visiting the burnt house, it was clear to me that there was a story that needed to be told. And to the best of my knowledge, there's never been a movie representation of the major destruction that occurred in Israel's history with the destruction of the temple in 70 AD. It was so significant in the destruction that from that point farther, the majority of the Jewish people could no longer occupy Jerusalem. I realized that we could write a story, we could recreate the life, we could take these skeletal remains and bring them to life again. The story of the burnt house is the story of Rachel, who is raised in the house of one of the priestly families. The family is involved in the temple and all the things that go on, and they're concerned about that, and that's their primary life. And on one occasion, she goes to the market and she sees this young Roman soldier. She catches his eye and he catches her eye. And from that flutter, we have the development of a warm, innocent love, genuine, but it's a love story that's never going to be. We have this young Roman soldier, Marius. He knows what's going to happen. He hears his officers speak. He hears the proclamations that are coming down from Vespasian and from Titus. And he knows that this city is going to be destroyed. If the zealots don't stop doing what they're doing and rebelling, and the priests who just discount this activity and think that it isn't creating a problem, but Marius attempts to save this love of his by telling her what's going to occur and telling her to hide in the cisterns and not to come out until everything is settled. But ultimately, she leaves these tunnels and she comes back into the home. Marius arrives late and too late, and he finds the woman who he loves having died, falling in the very spot where she will be found 2,000 years later. The burnt house is a story of the survival of a people, one individual at a time.